Hey guys, it's Arlette from Chasing Joy, and I'm back to do another VEDA video. I missed yesterday, but I'm back today. I'm not giving up on the month or on my challenge, but I just won't have perfect attendance, but that's okay. So this morning I was looking at some other people's VEDA videos on YouTube, and I saw one from Mrs. T, and it was from a prompt from Mama Cat's Losing It. And I was like, oh my gosh, Mama Cat's Losing It. I forgot all about that site. I used to go to that blog all the time when I was new to blogging. And there was always so much information in terms of like writing ideas and blog prompts. And I remember at some point she started posting video blog or vlog prompts as well. And so Mrs. T did one this morning, and well, I guess she did it the other day, but I saw it this morning and I thought, oh, that's cute. Maybe I'll do that same one. So I went to Mama Cat's Losing It, and so I'm going to do that prompt now for my VEDA for today. And it's called A Little Bit of Everything. And it's, how many questions? 30 questions. I'll see if I go through all of them. Maybe, if the video runs long, maybe I'll do like a part 1 and part 2. So let me get started. So number 1, do you keep up with the Kardashians? Yes and no. I have seen the show. I don't think I've ever seen an entire episode. I've probably seen it less times than I can count on one hand. But I have seen it, and I do keep up with them a little bit in terms of social media and what people are saying or what they're talking about. But I don't really watch the show, and I don't think I follow any Kardashian or Kanye West for that matter in any of my social feeds. I don't think I follow them on Twitter or Instagram. Occasionally I'll look at their hashtags. I'll look at pictures of Kim or of Northwest, and just to see what people are talking about, what's going on. So I guess I keep up to that extent, but not really. Number 2. Sorry, I keep looking down. I have my cell phone down here with the website with all the questions on it. Number 2, if you could have an old muscle car, which one would you choose? I don't know anything about cars in terms of muscle cars or old cars. I guess I would go with a Mustang because that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think old muscle car. So I guess that's it. I'd go with a Mustang. I guess a red one, that would be cool, right? Number 3. Do you curse like a sailor when the camera isn't rolling? No, I do not curse like a sailor when the camera is not rolling. I don't really have a potty mouth, but I do probably curse way more than most people think that I curse, only because when people who don't know me well have heard me curse, they're always shocked that I say those words. There's a time and a place for them. So yeah, I say them sometimes, but no, I don't have a mouth of a sailor, or I don't cuss like a sailor when no one's around. What's next? If your significant other gave you a hall pass, who would you use it on? Be honest. Okay, I don't have a significant other, but I guess if I were married and I got a hall pass, my very first thought was Tyrese. Because I've always found him very attractive, and I like his skin tone and things like that, and his smile. He says he has made comments over the years that I have not really liked, so I think the hall pass would only work well if he didn't talk. Is that wrong? Then my second thought was our Chief and Commander, our President, Barack Obama. Lately, he's been looking much more attractive to me than he did initially, even though he's getting older. I don't know if it's the power thing or what. So maybe I would bump Tyrese for President Obama. I'm assuming with the hall pass, that means that the subject of the hall pass is up for it. So, I would have to do, my duty for our nation if our Mr. President was up for it. So maybe Barack would surpass Tyrese for my hall pass. Number 5. What's one thing that you do that you hate to admit? Gossip. I'm not a big gossip or a bad gossip, but I do it on occasion, and I always feel guilty later. So yeah, that's one thing. I'm not proud of that at all, and I'm trying to cut down on that. Even though I don't do it a lot, but any gossip's not really good. Let's see. Do you brush your teeth in the morning and at night? Be honest. Okay, not all the time. That's embarrassing. Maybe that should have been on my number 5. Something I hate to admit, that I don't brush my teeth in the morning and at night all the time. Always before I leave the house, always, in the morning when I wake up. Not always at night. Sometimes, bed's just calling and you just hop in there and it's a wrap. But I'm trying to get better at that because I don't have good genes when it comes to dental work, and I've had way too many root canals. So yeah, I need to improve on that. What is your go-to drink at Starbucks? Okay, I don't really go to Starbucks. I know, I guess all of us bloggers are supposed to be in Starbucks and, writing our posts and things like that, but I do not go to Starbucks. I don't have a signature drink. I feel like with the Starbucks culture and the way that they name the things and the fact that they're not even called like a small, medium, I feel like I wouldn't even know how to order something at Starbucks. Like maybe I'm slightly intimidated. I think I've only got things at Starbucks a handful of times, and more often than not, it was a gift card. Now, some of that's also because I'm not really a coffee drinker, so I'm not really in any coffee shop regularly, but Starbucks least of all. So sorry, no Starbucks signature drink for me at Starbucks. Let's see. Is your current hair color your real hair color? Some of it is. I don't know if you can see, I have like these blondish hair highlights in. They were lighter, but then they put like this red rinse on top. So the blonde color is not my natural color, but the rest of it is kind of like a dark brown with some red undertones that you see in the sunlight. So half or a little more than half of my hair is my real color. If you could swap bodies with someone, who would it be and why? That's an interesting question. I guess since I've been on this lifelong, it feels like, journey of trying to lose weight and be healthier, I probably would swap my body with someone in better shape. Maybe, obviously everyone loves Beyonce's body. But something about that just seems wrong. I guess because overall I do like me, and I just want to be a better version of me. I don't really want to be someone else's body. And I really like my face. I don't want anyone else's face. And I guess your face is part of your body, even if that's not what was intended by that question. So I guess, maybe say, oh, give me Beyonce's figure, I guess. Because she has curves and she's not stick thin. But she always looks great. So, but overall, I do like me. Just want to be a better version of me. Have you read 50 Shades of Grey? If so, what did you think? Not really. I attempted to read some of 50 Shades and I couldn't get into it. Honestly, I felt like the most interesting stuff was the sex stuff, and like, I feel like people could just watch porn if they want the sex stuff. The storyline was bad. I could not stand the girl. I felt she was an idiot. And not even because of her dealings with the guy, but just overall, like, even the first few chapters, everything that happened, she kept saying, oh, well, what is my roommate going to think? it's like, and I was young, I was in college, and I was not, you know, very experienced at that time in my life. But I thought for myself. I wasn't overly concerned about what my roommate thought all the time. I just felt like the girl was an idiot, and I couldn't get past that, no matter how juicy the juicy parts were. Like, it just wasn't for me. So no, I did not finish the book. I don't even think I got past the first few chapters, and I did not see the movie either. Though I guess I would if it came on cable, but I don't see me paying for it. Do you crack your knuckles? Sometimes. I heard that's bad for you, so hopefully I don't get bad arthritis in 20 years. Have you accidentally text messaged someone something you were supposed to be sending to your someone special? Yes, I did do that once. It was very embarrassing. I tried to send what I considered a sexy text. It wasn't anything too racy, and it was definitely not a picture. But I tried to write something sexy to a guy that I was interested in, but I accidentally sent it to a guy who was interested in me, that I was trying to, like, you know, usher into friend zone. And he responded immediately. It was like so enthusiastic, and then I was like, oh crap, that was the wrong one. So yes, I did do that, and have since been much more careful with my texting. Which is your weakness, cookies or pastries? Yes. Basically both. Cookies or pastries are good. I liked pretty much all sweets. So, I guess it would depend on what the cookie was and what the pastry was, which one I'd go for. But yeah, I like them both, so can't really go too wrong with either. What do you love about yourself? I love my personality. I love how I have ability to encourage others, and I like to be helpful, and I like the fact that I'm a generous person. So overall, I like me. I like who I am. Or I love me. I love who I am. It says, what do you love about yourself? Okay. Do you have to match your nail polish to your toenail polish? No, I don't. I actually very rarely these days paint my nails any color, because I feel like it doesn't last long. Even if I do the gel, sometimes it depends on how good the manicurist is. Sometimes it's great and it lasts the full 2 weeks, and then sometimes it doesn't. But I do keep my toenails polished, especially in the summer. I don't like feet at all. So at least a little color on them and maybe a little design helps them out some. But so no, my nails and my toenails usually do not match. Tell us a few things about you that people would be surprised to know about you. I think people would be surprised that I can be kind of silly, and I'm not really all that serious, and that I'm not shy. I tend to be quiet and observant when I first meet people and in new situations, and a lot of times I think people mistake that for seriousness or shyness. And when I do something that's a little silly or funny, often they don't know how to take it because it's so unexpected, or they think, like, if I make a sarcastic joke, they think that I'm for real. So I think people misjudge me quite often on the serious scale. I'm not as serious as I seem. Heels or flats? Flats. I have never been all that comfortable in heels. I wear them from time to time. For the most part, all shoes hurt my feet, which is really sad. If I ever become super rich, I'm having all of my shoes custom made to fit my feet perfectly. So since they all hurt, heels hurt even more, and I will go for a cute flat above a heel 95 or 90% of the time. If you could do anything for one day and money wasn't an option, how would you spend your day? Dream big. have no clue. If I could do anything for one day, I think I would go to like the world's best spa that was located on the world's best beach and eat the world's best food and just relax and get pampered and unwind. That sounds good, right? Let's see. What was the last YouTube video you watched? Oh, I guess I should have read these questions before I started the video, because I don't remember what her name was. But it was, I'll find it and I'll link it below. But it was a video about, or from this lady who posts lots of videos about what she eats every day. Because she eats like healthy foods, and so I was looking at that for some encouraging ideas on some healthier things to eat. Let's see. Do you have road rage? No, I don't have road rage. I guess a few months ago my mom was like, do you ever honk your horn? Because I really don't blast my horn often. If I do, the person really, really, really deserves it, and very, very few times have I ever like been yelling, and it's usually yelling to myself, not even out the car. Like, I'm like, oh, you idiot. But that's very, very, very rare. They have to basically almost cause me to be in an accident for me to be that upset. So no, I don't have road rage. What is your favorite rock and roll song? I like Aerosmith. I think I like that song. I think it was from the Armageddon. I think it was Armageddon. I don't know. Trying to remember the name of it, because I don't want to sing in the video. Oh, I think it's called I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. I like that, and then I like the other. I think Crazy and Crying. I think they're all three of those are by Aerosmith. So any of those songs will do. Who was your first kiss, and do you still talk to them? Okay, my first kiss name was John, which is nice that's a nice random name, and there are millions of Johns in the world since I'm saying this on YouTube. And no, I really don't talk to him. I last saw him a few years ago at a mutual friend's wedding, and I think after, that was my first boyfriend actually, and I think after a while, after we broke up, I didn't really like him, so you know, we didn't really stay in touch or anything like that. It was interesting to see him all these years later. Okay, if you could have one YouTuber's closet, whose would it be? Wow, a YouTuber's closet. I really don't know. The only person that comes to mind is not so much because of what's in her closet. I think her YouTube channel is called Do It on a Dime, and it's all about organization. And I know her closet is like really neat and organized. So I think I would like that, because there would be a place for everything. And I could just put my stuff in there. Sorry, I was looking to make sure my video hadn't run out. And to see, I'm running a little long. I'm gonna try and talk faster. I'm almost done though. If you could have one YouTuber's makeup collection, whose would it be? I don't think I would want anybody's makeup collection. I'm not a big makeup wearer. Only in the last few years have I really started to wear makeup regularly. And I usually wear like CoverGirl products. I like their shades tend to match my skin tone well with the foundation and stuff. But no, there's nobody's makeup collection that I would want. Do you have a nickname? Not really. Not like everybody calls me this nickname. Growing up, I had a nickname of Candy. A lot of people in my neighborhood called me that, and probably if I ran into some of those people, they would still call me that. My name is Arlette, by the way. My roommate from college, she calls me R. A lady from work calls me R, which makes sense because it's Arlette. My family. Okay, sorry about that. It had some technical difficulty, but I'm back. So I was talking about nicknames. So I was saying some of my, in addition to Candy and R, some people in my family might say Letty, but most people just say Arlette. So 90% of people who know me just call me Arlette. What do you think is the best thing about your YouTube channel? I think the best thing about my YouTube channel is me. The fact that I am myself in my videos. I'm not acting or putting on a persona, and I'm talking about how I really feel or things that are really going on in my life or my true opinion. So I have to say that's the best thing, that it's really me. And if you can relate to the things that I'm talking about, then there's like a true connection there, which I hope some people are experiencing when they watch my vlogs. Let's see. How many cars have you had, and what were they? I have only had one car. I am still driving my very first car that I saved up all my money and purchased almost 10 years ago. It is a Nissan Sentra, and it's one of the best decisions that I made. I picked a really good car, and I love it. I'm very proud of it. It's older now. It has a couple dings on there, and I really do want a new car just because, you know, everyone likes a new car, and it's been 10 years, but I'm very pleased with how well my Nissan Sentra has treated me over these last 10 years, and the fact that it's still going pretty strong even though it's 10 years, knock on wood. What's your favorite pizza? My favorite pizza is pepperoni. I love pepperoni pizza. Any pizza without pepperoni to me tastes like it's missing something. I will put my own pepperoni on frozen pizza if for some reason the one that I purchased, say if they only had plain in the supermarket that day, I will put pepperoni on it. So I love it. And last but not least, if you could only have one lipstick for the rest of your life, which lipstick would you choose? I would choose Regal Raspberry. I think that's what it's called. From CoverGirl. I really like that shade, and it would be good for the rest of my life because if I'm going to work or somewhere where I don't want a lot of color, I could put like Vaseline on or a clear gloss and just a hint of the Regal Raspberry, like maybe on the top lip or the bottom, and like rub my lips together, and it would be just a very light shade. And if I was going out at night, like on a date or for some event where I was dressed up and I wanted more color, I can just put it on, you know, nice and, I don't want to say heavy because it's not heavy, but like I can apply it normally and have a nice wine color lip, which is nice and bright and goes nice in my skin tone, but it's not super bright red, which I've never really worn red lipstick, so I think that would make me uncomfortable. So Regal Raspberry from CoverGirl would be my rest of my life lipstick. Okay, so that was number 30. That was all the questions for the everything tag. I'm not going to tag specific people. So or I could say the opposite. I guess I'm tagging everyone. So if anyone who saw this and wants to do it, I'm going to post a link to Mama Cat's Losing It's post where she lists all the questions. And just leave me a comment letting me know that you did the everything, a little bit of everything tag. And I'll also leave a link to Mrs. T's so you can see hers, and I'll go back and let her know that I did the prompt as well. If you're doing VEDA videos, leave me a comment below so I can check out your videos. And thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more VEDAs. Bye.